What is going on, guys? My name is TJ and welcome back to another brand new video. So today we're going to be casting two replays on the mod Firestorm, which is a Tiberium Wars mod created by Firehawk Phantom on the map Animosity, which is a Firestorm exclusive map. It comes with the mod in the top corner of the map as the orange nod. This is Firehawk. And in the bottom of the map, the blue nod. This is Delta. So, kicking the game off straight away with the emissary here. Gonna potentially... I don't really know where he's gonna expand. What? Base crew? I don't know. There's not really any decent expansion points here. Heavy research facility. Oh, this has got upgrades on it? Upgrades, it costs nothing. So they're actually free upgrades. But they all cost 1 minute to get. So 4 minutes to get all 4 upgrades. We've got speed boost, damage boost, armor boost, and rate of fire boost. That is absolutely huge and can be extremely dominating. Unfortunately, Firehawk lost his engineer there to the shredder turret that's currently contesting with the garrison structure. Delta's going to be going for that structure. So a quick look around the map while they're getting set up and getting their economy sorted. Both bases obviously start with one green Tiberium field, and then to the side of that base we have a slow growing blue Tiberium field. One expansion field per player, and then we've got in total 4 Tiberium spikes on the map. So we've got one here and one here, and then it will be mirrored to the same over here. For Firehawk, 15 per second. But Delta has managed to grab that heavy research facility on the map here. Going to be grabbing the upgrades. I don't know which one he's going for first. Likely going to be a damage boost. And then probably go rate of fire, then armor. And then speed last. Standard builds at the moment. Double refinery, 1 war factory. And then straight into harvesters. Firehawk sitting on 5 harvesters on this field here. And now flame tanks are going to be making an appearance. Over on Delta's side, we've got 5 harvesters as well. And potentially going to be going into either Scorps, attack bikes, or maybe flame tanks too. I don't know, it depends. I don't know what the builds are usually for this mod. We're going straight into Scorp tanks. So Scorpion tanks can get double upgrades now. So on this month you get Purifying Lasers, which increases the damage. And then you get Firestorm Ignition, which deals additional damage on the top of that. So it's like a stacking upgrade, so you can effectively times 2 times 4 your damage, but it's overtime damage, it's not initial damage. Still a lot of damage though. Delta's still trying to get the infantry out of that structure. Hasn't bothered to build a flame squad to clear it out, or a Tiberian squad. I don't know what infantry you're available to get. Black Hands. Okay. So instead of the standard commando, we've got the Cobra commando now. And in the shrine, I don't know if Firehawk might have a shrine. So in the shrine, we've got cyborgs, Tiberium troopers, the Ascended, Cyborg commando, and cyborg, Reaper cyborgs. Attack bike's going to be having a little look around, going to be scouting, and let's just hope for Firehawk's sake his surprise flame tank army is not going to get discovered. But unfortunately, I think it is. First flame tank has been seen. He knows there's a flame tank going to the side of the map. But is he going to go... Oh my days, he literally went straight to it. He's like, oh, okay, I know what you've got. Scorps tanks are going to be getting ready for this. And Delta's going to be moving his harvesters into the second field, keeping 2 on the main. Probably best to sell off that refinery there, just get a bit of cash back. But I don't think he's going to bother. I think it's like 300 you get from a refinery. So it's not too big, really, because you know standard turret's like 600. So 300 it's a little bit of cash, but it's not really necessary. He's going to be seeing those flame tanks, and Firehawk's actually used the stealth ability on them, or stealth support power. So he's managed to see 2 that were not stealthed, and he has no idea that these flame tanks have still managed to get through. Is there going to be any attack bikes going to be able to scout this? I don't know. There's one coming out of the war factory now. And Firehawk's managed to get the blue flame upgrade on these flame tanks here. So he's going to be making his way down to the main base. One flame tank has been discovered. So Delta is now going to be chasing up those flame tanks. Going to try and stop them with the attack bikes. I don't know if he's got enough tank bikes here though. And the blue flame upgrade. Oh my days. Is going to be tearing through. Losing that operations center. Going to be losing a couple of power plants here as well. And potentially going to be going for the refineries, or the war factory is going straight for the MCV. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do it in time. But that damage, though, oh my days. Manages to claim that construction yard. He has lost the flame tanks, but that is a very nice trade for Firehawk. So it's going to be setting Delta into low power mode for the moment. Firehawk going to be chilling with the economy. And we could potentially be seeing an attack coming out soon from Delta. They're going to be trying to take maybe this harvester here on the expansion field. Slow Firehawk down just by a little bit. Yep, he's going to be losing the harvester there. Go for the expansion, not really going to be doing too much, to be honest. You've already got the expansion radius off of the refinery there. And we're going to be seeing a Reckoner rush, possibly, with maybe a stealth tank going to be sneaking his way into the expansion zones of Delta. Going to be trying to take out those harvesters. Don't know where that Reckoner went, but we have got a construction yard that's just come out of the war factory here. So he's finally managed to get his MCV back on the field. He's actually went to MCV, I've just noticed. I'm going to be sitting those Ascended, I think they're called, into the structure there. So the Ascended effectively are like tier 3 equivalent to like zone troopers. So as you go Nod, you kind of go those units and then try and get their upgrades. It's got the Firestorm ignition upgrade there. Got a Commando who's managed to sneak his way into the base from the Reckoner here that was actually stealthed. And he could possibly... Oh my days, he's taking out yet another construction yard. Firehawk. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the refinery then. Delta managed to clear away that Commando there, but wow, he's taken some huge losses this game so far, losing 2 construction yards. However, he has got the Leviathan out on the field, and the advantage for him at the moment is the fact that he has got enough harvesters on this expansion point, whereas Firehawk hasn't got a single harvester over on this expansion because he's sending them all over to the blue Tiberium. Going to be seeing some stealth tanks coming in now, potentially going to be taking out some harvesters. Nope, he's sneaking through. 5 stealth tanks here. I think he will be going for harvesters. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's going to go for construction yard. Don't really know. What's he waiting for? Because Firehawk has no idea these are here. There's no stealth detection in this Nod base, so he hasn't got close enough to the laser turret. I think laser turrets do have stealth detection. Firehawk's harvester's gone down to quickly steal a bit of Tiberium there, but Leviathan has spotted it. I'm waiting for something with these stealth tanks here. No! No, he's got literally a pixel health. You could have got him. You could have got him with just 1 attack bike or something. He's managed to keep the research facility this whole game, and I think he may have got all the upgrades by now. Delta's going to be trying to get rid of the Tiberium spikes on the map with the... I think he's got the upgrade. Delta has now realised Firehawk is not been harvesting from his second Tiberium field, which he knows is his economy is going to be pretty low. And he's only sitting on 1 Tiberium spike. So, currently as it stands, Delta is sitting pretty comfortably in terms of how many units. Even though he lost 2 construction yards plus the operations center as well. Plenty of purifiers on the field here. Firehawk's going to be reacting by going for the Tiberium Spike as well. Chem plant on the map, you could be seeing... Nope, we're not going to be seeing a one-click. Firehawk's going to be getting rid of that. And the, I don't know if you guys noticed. Ooh. Leviathan. The avatar. Oh, our Purifier managed to walk over one of the stealth tanks there. Gonna try and keep him mobile. Keep picking off things bit by bit. Couple of stealth tanks waiting over here. The Firehawk's going to be taking out 2 of those power plants there. And Delta's going to be reacting soon with his own stealth tanks. I don't know why he didn't go for any of the harvesters. There's been so many harvesters just sort of driving around. Delta's had much time to just go for him with his stealth tanks. Delta's going to be losing that wall factory there. Oh, I guess he can't see the harvesters. I just realised, yeah, they don't have stealth detection, so I guess he can't see them. He'll only be able to see the harvesters when they're docking. Firehawk going to be losing that shrine. Firehawk's still going for him, just picking him off. There's so many units up here, and he hasn't used any of them to try and fend off any of these stealth tanks. No turrets being deployed. I guess both players are pretty broke at the moment. I'm not surprised that Firehawk's broke. He's got a whole green, luscious field here. But Delta has more or less harvested away all of his tip fields, including... No, the blue's not too bad. Reckoner's been left there. Firehawk going to be trying to clear up this middle section here. Going to want to try and get Delta out of the middle map. Middle map was pretty strong now. And I think he's probably already got all of the upgrades, so... I doubt he's too bothered that he's lost it. It's a battle of stealth tanks at the moment. What's Delta waiting for? Is he building? He's got something on tab already on the construction yard. Could be a defense. So he's going for some air units. So we're going to be seeing some Venoms coming out. They do get the charged particle beams in this mod as well. And the stealth tanks are really catching that Venom. I think he's probably got enough to take Firehawk. His only problem at the moment is the stealth tanks here. Yeah, I think he's slowly going to be making a push in now. Or maybe not. Firehawk's just sitting on insufficient funds. Expansion is going to be going out, hoping to get the Tiberium field down here. But unfortunately, Delta has got a couple of stealth tanks waiting to see if the emissary arrives, which it will be very shortly. He's definitely got enough. I would push the whole lot in, man. Like, everything. With all of the infantry, the stealth detection that you'll have, probably. Plenty. Should probably pick up that Purifier Husk as well. Delta didn't see the outpost go down, so Firehawk's managed to get a refinery down. His economy's going to start picking up again soon. Okay. Firehawk's managed to grab himself one Purifier. Literally is a stalemate game at the moment, but I personally think Delta's got enough to take Firehawk. If he just moved in now, the longer he leaves this, the more time Firehawk's got to harvest up this Tiberium field. I'm quite surprised he hasn't sent any of these harvesters down to literally mop that field up. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Delta's going to be losing his scout stealth tanks there. I think now that he's seen that Firehawk is on that field, I think he knows I need to hurry up. Oh, unfortunately, I could have been a vapor bomb. Although it's probably highly likely to be mine drop instead for the harvesters. I don't think he's got... No, he hasn't got the purifying laser, but he has got blue flames. Delta's going to be clearing up a couple of those Scorpion tanks. He really needs to start dealing with these stealth tanks. They're probably the biggest threat here at the moment. A couple of purifiers, sure, but you've definitely got enough purifiers to trump Firehawks. It's literally the stealth tanks to get rid of. There's only 2 left now. So, tier 3 infantry and 2 stealth tanks and 1 purifier. Yeah, I don't know why Delta hasn't sent this lot in. I guess without map scout knowledge, because I don't think he's got very much radius on the map, so he doesn't really know what Firehawk has got. If he scouted everything and knew, you know, this is all that Firehawk has got, you could definitely, like, QA move everything you've got right now. Especially with the Leviathan, I'm surprised that hasn't come in as well. But it's going to be taking out another purifier of Firehawks, and he is down. Ooh, wow. We've got some mean damage versus infantry and vehicles, it seems, but the Venoms quickly mop them up. Bit of gore effects on this mod. Something different, something nice to see. Yeah, this is where Delta makes his sort of scout here. So, okay, this is all you've got. I think we can... Yeah, the longer he leaves it, Firehawk's just going to keep mopping up this field. And his economy eventually take over Delta's. Not a whole lot going on at the moment, guys, so I'll have a brief chat with you of what to expect on the channel very soon. So I'm trying to get weekend PvP casting sorted. That's what I'm kind of looking for. So I'm kind of thinking like a Friday would be Tiberium Wars, a Saturday would be Red Alert 3, and then a Sunday would be Kane's Wrath. Kane's Wrath is a bit annoying to cast due to never knowing what patches everyone's playing on, so I have to keep uninstalling and reinstalling patches. But I have got a whole selection of replays to cast soon for that mod, for that game. Delta carelessly pushing in 3 purifiers with no other additional backups. He's just gonna lose all 3 of them here. So stealth tanks are gonna be mopping up those Venoms. Mine drop's going to be landing on the purifiers. Firehawk could possibly lose one. No. Ooh, the purifiers have actually got some selectional buttons. So we've got secondary laser, stealth detection, and stealth generator modules. So I don't know if you can have all 3 at the same time, or whether you can only have one. Firehawk going to be seeding. So as you can see on the chemical plant here, you can upgrade Banshees with blue Tiberium shells, turns the Tiberium infusion into blue Tiberium infusion, increases the Tiberium trooper's weapon with blue Tiberium, doubles power plant's output, liquid Tiberium cores, turns seeds into blue Tiberium seed, that's what I was on about a minute ago. And turns Tiberium Vein Detonation into a blue Tiberium Vein Detonation. As if that needs an upgrade, man. What the That does not need an upgrade. Unless you absolutely nerf the original Tiberium Vein Detonation. There is no way on hell that needed an upgrade. But I'm sure it looks cool. It's going to be the War of Leviathans here. going to be taking out a couple of those purifiers, and Delta's going to be losing his Leviathan if he doesn't get those stealth tanks under control. I was just shocked that all of this was left here. So many idle infantries on the map. Perhaps he wanted the longer game. Maybe that's why he didn't. Oh man, gonna be losing that Leviathan to the Vapor Bomb. So in the tech center, let's have a quick little look at the upgrades in there while we're waiting. So we got the laser fencing upgrade, which upgrades every building to have laser fencing immediately. Instead of like King's Wrath where you had to do the structures individually via the support power, you can now just research the upgrade and it'll apply it to all the structures. Of course, the Firestorm ignition upgrade, which deals damage over time for various units, Vertigo Bombers, Leviathan, Scorp tanks, and Spectres. Tiberium core missiles, and then the purifying laser for the laser units. Okay, here's the tier 4 structure, the Temple of Redemption. This is where it's got some mean upgrades, and he's got himself out a Banshee as well. So we can get the EMP coils from there, cybernetic augmentation, which upgrades militants and rockets. Actually, it upgrades nearly all of the infantry there. Increases their armor and movement, and then allows the Purifier Warmech to upgrade itself through the modules. So you need this upgrade here to access the buttons on the purifiers here. Stealth tanks are going to be doing a bit of scouting. He's probably going to see that he's got the tier 4 structure down on the field now. He's actually instead going to be trying to go for the Leviathan. I think Firehawk's probably got the better position in the game at the moment. He's got a lot more tier 3, tier 4 units out on the field due to... yeah, he called it GG. I think he saw what he had and he was like, nah, I'm broke. I'm absolutely broke. There's going to be a GG to Firehawk, aka Legend, as he plays in game. Economy, yeah, Firehawk was behind, but let's just check it a minute. Yeah, look at the resources here. Firehawk, because he wasn't harvesting from his second field, he was massively under in terms of resources, and I reckon there's a graph for units. Yeah, look at the units here. So there was definitely a point in the game where Delta could have probably absolutely steamrolled him, but unfortunately he kept all his units in his main base, and Firehawk was able to get to the next field and collect resources and get back into the game of the tier 4. So let's move on to game number 2, which is going to be Firehawk. No, it's going to be Delta versus Keller. So let's see what that has in store for us. Which brings us to game number 2 on the map, Desert Storm. So this is another custom map which is featured in the Firestorm mod. In the top hand corner of the map as the pink GDI, this is Keller. And in the bottom of the map as the blue screen, this is Delta. So we can have a little look around the map as everybody's getting prepared. We have a subway hub which controls the subway nodes, which I think there's one here. Subway entrance is there and here. So I think there's one. No, that was the only two. But also we have defensive towers, but they're high risk due to the fuel drums. In terms of expansions, we actually have the access of a third expansion, or second expansion after the main base. Kelly's going to be sending an engineer into that subway hub, trying to claim control of the subway entrances. It's going to allow him to pass through infantry across the map at a much faster rate without needing any additional transport vehicles. But Delta knows that Keller has now got that subway entrance. So he's going to be keeping his buzzers sitting there comfortably, protecting himself from any potential threats. However, I just noticed there is another subway entrance here and here. Oh, nearly grabbed the rifleman then. He could have grabbed a couple of those engineers if he managed to get there in time. They were going into standard economy builds. You're very lucky you're not against a nod, because that is a Catalyst Missile's dream setup right there. Actually, I think Keller's... don't know, if it was Tiberium Wars missile, I think it would still grab the refineries if you hit the wool factory here. But I think they were, the Catalyst Missile was rebalanced. But luckily, no nod in this game today. So first game was a nod mirror. And now second game we've got a GDI and a scrin. So we've been able to look at pretty much all three factions. I'm sure there's a bit of content here and there between the factions I haven't been able to show you guys. But of course you can go onto ModDB and download this mod for yourself. Keller going to be nicking Delta's Tiberium Spike there. And the Seekers, is that an upgrade? No, that's a standard weapon, so he's changed the effect slightly of the Seeker's weapon there. Going to be taking that that APC. So you can see here as well, the Predator tanks have actually got an additional missile slot on the side, which kind of matches the concept art for the Predator tank. They're also going to be getting rid of that subway entrance that sat in his base. You should probably try and grab this one as well. And I also noticed they only start with half their health, so you have to manually repair them if you want to keep them alive for a bit longer. Delta going to be on his first expansion here. And we've also got the Terraform and Nexus, which is actually more or less the same as the Growth Stimulator. And it gives you a bit of additional eco as well. Delta looking to reclaim his Tiberium Spike. And Orca Strike on the power plant there. I don't... yeah, it kind of has just expanded actually. I was going to say, I didn't think he had an expansion. He's going to be going double war factory. So we're going to see some fast Predator tanks on the field soon. Everything's kind of standard at the moment. Players taking their time, which is always nice to see. And we get some Grenadier squads going to be going into the subway and exiting. Do they go in first and then you can just deploy them at your chosen location? Yeah, it must do. Not too sure where he's going to be exiting those out from, actually. Yeah, there they are. They evacuate. So I guess it'll have the same option for this one. Yeah, yeah. So you can evacuate them if you like. A couple of zone shatterers going to be out on the field. Another MRT. I said APC before, but they're actually MRTs in this mod. And the Shatterers can actually get adaptive armor, which is crazy. Speed and upgrade. And armor upgrade. Keller is going to have his Predator tanks locked down there, and the Shatterer is going to be chased down by the Seekers, Shock Troopers, and Gun Walkers. Shard Walkers. And they actually already have the Shard Walker upgrade. So oh, it is a Gun Walker, and then it upgrades into a Shard Walker. Going to be losing his MRTs there, and potentially going to be losing all of his Predator tanks. Devourers are going to be slicking them up. Yeah, going to be losing his initial attack army, which I think is going to prompt Delta to try and make some sort of engagement. Keller has not really got too many units up here to try and defend from this. A couple of Shatterers and missile squads. But I think we are going to be looking at some potential Harvester stealing, or could revert and go for the spike back up there. Going to be dealing a small amount of damage, but nothing too crazy. The missile squads are a bit of a deadly force, especially combined with Shatterers. Going to be taking out those Seekers and Devourers there. Shield upgrade going to be going on for the Gunwalkers and the Seekers, but unfortunately he's losing his forces one by one a little too quick, focusing on the Watchtower there. Which actually both Watchtowers have got AP ammo upgrade. Going to be reverse moving his units out there. We've got a rig deployed on the map as well. So, going to be chewed through the initial expansion Tiberium field. Both players could potentially be going for the next expansion on the field. Delta's got his expansion node going. And Keller's going to be moving MCV. It's going to be a pretty nasty assault here, especially backed up with the rigs. Going to be able to repair the Shatterers. Going to be losing a couple of the Seekers there, but unfortunately his rig is getting battered by those tripod lasers, and the rig is going to be going down. Managed to pick up one of the tripods, and he actually stopped firing on this one. Going to be taking them both out. I think we've got some heroic units out on here too. Different missile colours. Yeah, we've got one here. Kelly's going to be dealing some enormous damage on that war factory and could potentially be taking it, but the buzzer just had a field day, grabbing a yummy rank straight to heroic from that. Delta going to be able to hold off that attack. Little bit damage on the technology assembler, but unfortunately for Keller, Delta managed to defend it pretty well. Expansion is going to be unpacking here, so we're going to see a refinery going down. And Keller's already working on his third expansion. So, I guess we're going to be looking at a bit of map scouting from Delta. Going to be looking to see if Keller has made that expansion, which he certainly has. And he's definitely going to need to get another refinery down ASAP. Behemoth's out on the field with some sort of volley attack instead of the traditional straight line projectiles. Alright, let's have a little look then. So we have got a rocket pod module that upgrades the Behemoth with a rocket pod. And a grenade launcher module which upgrades the Behemoth with a grenade launcher. And of course then you can do the bombard spotted target, which can be scouted by snipers, and I think there's a couple of others. Shell Nero Cobra Commando, Shadow Team's Beacon, or Sniper or Zone Troopers Vision Radius. That's insane. So you could potentially get a drop pod of Zone Troopers, let's just say here. As soon as they land, you'll have spotted target radius for the jugs. That's nuts. Going to be going in for an attack though. Mammoth tank going to be crawling up as well. No rail tech as of yet. And thermal barrack missiles to upgrade the missile pods on the Mammoth. Going to be trying to deal some more damage on the war factory there. He did manage to claim one earlier, and I think Keller's going to be trying to go for another one now. Storm Rider's going to be coming in with the Storm weapons, which I think is an upgrade, shock pod upgrade. It's going to be dealing enormous damage to the Mammoths there. Combined with the Seekers and the Gunwalkers, is going to be mopping up this army if Keller doesn't get any anti-air into the base. Delta's going straight for a nice vision radius. Going to be having a little look around the map to see what he can pick off and take out. Tripod's going to be having some fun with the Juggernauts here, but he still hasn't managed to get the Jugs. However, the Tripod did manage to escape the bombardment there. Delta's going to be mopping up Harvester by Harvester. missile turret's going to be going down to try and fend off the Storm Riders here, but unfortunately there are just too many, and harvesters are more or less gone. I don't think he's got any harvesters left on this field. He's managed to pick up all of them there. He's going to need to get out some anti-air units, which I think on this mod is the MLRS, or Sandstorms as they are called. Basically a missile variant to the slingshot. Delta also locked down those behemoths, so he's going to be coming back for those as soon as the shield is lifted. Keller's going to be losing both of those mammoth tanks. And we've got the Marv out in the field now, which is completely armed with 2 Zone Raider turrets and 2 missile turrets. Down goes the behemoths. It's going to be losing all 3 of them, plus that mammoth tank that they were chasing after. So Delta went straight 3 airfields, so it's a pretty nice air force. Now we're at the stage of the game where Delta has managed to get through nearly all of his Tiberium. He's got a little bit left on his original field, which you could probably get 1 harvester down onto. And he's going to be trying to get a bit of additional income with the Terraformer Nexus there. I think Keller could possibly be bringing engineers up to go and pick up those fallen behemoths. So unfortunately, Storm Riders have sniffed out what his plan may be, and he's going to be taking out that behemoth and removing all 3 of the husks. So unfortunately, he built 2 engineers, and they're not going to be useful in any way at the moment. Marv had a little too much armor for these Storm Riders, so the Marv has managed to retreat. And Storm Riders going back for just a bit of health regain. It's nearly 16 Storm Riders. That's insane. Especially with that upgrade as well. And I think they have got 2 upgrades, yeah. So obviously we've got both. We've got the force fields that they've got on now. And they've also got the shock pod upgrade, which gives them a lightning weapon. Going to be working to hurt the economy as much as he can. I think Keller's going to need to get out some Firehawks at this point, or at least some a big stack of Sandstorms. But if his economy is badly hurt, then he's not going to be able to afford it for a while. 1 Firehawk out on the field. It's going to be constant strafing runs with Storm Riders for Delta. Oh, did he grab that? I was going to say, if you didn't get that harvester then and just left, man, really? But going to be picking up that Tiberium from the fallen Tiberium spike at the top of the map. And getting rid of the subway node as well. Or the subway facility. Going to be losing 1 of the Storm Riders there to that Firehawk. And I think the Firehawk did manage to get away as well. So Keller working to... oh, just barely actually. 1 hit away. So Keller going to be working to go straight into Firehawks. Try and deal with the constant attacks of the Storm Riders. Army's not too bad. I think he's just gone max out with the Storm Riders. The Firehawk's going to be backing up the Marv here. An additional rocket squad, but it's not really going to do too much. A couple of rocket squads. Storm Riders are probably going to catch whiff of this as well. Firehawk's going to be taking out at least 3 of those. Oh my days. Just as the Sandstorm comes in as well. Yeah, it must have lost at least 7 of those Storm Riders there. I noticed as well that nobody captured the defensive tower. Actually, it was probably not worth doing. I think these only deal half the damage. So if you block all 3 of these, half the health would go on the defensive turret. So not really worth attacking unless you've got an army to finish that turret off. But it still could be worth capturing it just in case of any enemy scouts that are going to be going for your harvesters here. Ooh, nearly lost another Storm Rider. We're going to be seeing a attack out on the field up here. Probably going to be taking out the initial refinery. No harvesters on this field, but there is a bit of Tiberium, so there's a bit of eco that Delta's going to deny for a little bit if Keller isn't able to deal with this. Sandstorms are pretty good, but I just don't think they're going to be enough for the tripods there. Delta's going to be losing yet another Storm Rider. And the Marv going to be coming up to take out some of those gunwalkers. Delta's finally going to be clearing up that refinery there. Wow. Yeah, definitely worth getting these. If you can get them to attack a bunch of units rather than a single. Look at that. Was that 2 or 3? I think that was 3. Marv is going to be under attack by many tripods here, and I think they were charged up as well. I've got an ability on it though. Sonic Cannon Overload. Overload to Sonic Cannon to fire 6 rounds from the Marv, but then it leaves the Marv disabled for a short while. Very similar to the Shatterer Overload. More or less the same thing. He's going to be losing that Sandstorm though, but in trade for perhaps 1 tripod. Unfortunately not. Going to be crushing the husks there. I probably would have used the husks and picked them up, but then again, these many Storm Riders is probably best not to get an engineer out on the field. Marv going to be taking loads of damage from 2 tripods and so many Storm Riders. Storm Riders going to be mopping up those Firehawks there as well. Delta's going to be taking out that Marv any moment now. Rocket Squad going to be grabbing 1 of the Storm Riders, I think. So currently as it stands, we've got the tier 4 structure out in the field, where I'll show you quickly what is on there. So we've got the Sonic Weaponry that upgrades the Predators and the Mammoths and the Guardian Cannons with Sonic Shells. Unlocks the Hellstorm ability for the Ripple Rocket Batteries, which is the tier 4 defense structure. Of course, we've got the adaptive armor that can be used on the Kodiak and GDI tanks, railguns, and then electrostatic accelerators, which is going to upgrade Zone Raiders and Zone Shatterers and Sonic Emitters with an increased damage upgrade. And I believe it makes the Zone Raiders shoot like Shatterers as well. In the airfield, we've got an Air Supremacy upgrade, which promotes GDI aircraft to veteran status. Only affects aircraft when they've been trained from the airfield. So, if you've already got 4 Firehawks out and you research this upgrade after you got the Firehawks, those Firehawks will not get the rank. However, new Firehawks that you produce after the upgrade, those will get the rank. As for the tech center, we've got the ceramic plating, which is for the air, rail guns, predator tank. Okay, so we get mammoth tanks get. So all of those units get a railgun and the sonic weaponry. So it gives them sonic cannons and railguns. Wow. Delta's going to be going in for the final blow, trying to get rid of... Oh, he's going to be losing 4 of those Storm Riders there. Luckily for him, he had those shields on there, but it was an actual perfect shot by Keller, taking out a huge bunch of Storm Riders. And looking to be selling off and calling it GG. Delta winning this game as the Storm Rider Scrin. It's what we'll be calling it. Let's have a little look at the stats here. So, resources. So, yeah, Delta was ahead in resources on that game. and going to be taking the most kills as well. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this PvP cast. Like I say, Friday is Tiberium Wars, so tomorrow will be Red Alert 3, and then Sunday will be Kane's Wrath. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, guys, and I shall see you guys on the next video.